Hello, my name is Matthew Schwartz and I've been playing drums for 5 years now. I played in a variety of different genres of music, ranging all the way from reggae to metal. I've played in jazz bands, small combos and big band, grunge, rock, you name it, I've done it. And have you ever sat behind the kit and tried to learn a song by ear and failed terribly? Well, if so, in this video, I'll give you strategies to help you learn songs quicker, easier, and more correct, so let's get into it. I'm gonna get this first point out of the way because it might be redundant to some of you guys. But you need to be actively listening to the music. A lot of the times we might have music on in the background while we're hanging out with friends, playing video games, or in a car, or even thinking. But this is not active listening. We need to be focusing in on the music, locking in on the music, and having that be our center of attention. And once you've got that down, we can dial in on what exactly we need to be listening to. And as drummers, of course, the main thing we want to listen to first is the drums, okay? But what exactly should we listen to in the drums? What is the most important parts of the drum set to listen to on the drums? Well, it completely depends on the song. If you're playing a swing chart, most likely the most important thing you need to be listening for is the ride cymbal. But let's say you're playing a funk groove or you're playing a rock groove. What you most likely want to be listening to is that hi-hat because it's keeping time. Because it has the smallest rhythmical subdivision and it has the least amount of space in between. And once you find that and you've got that pattern down, we can dial in on either the bass or the snare drum. Those are the most key things we must listen for because they're keeping the backbeat. Behind that timekeeper, ride, possibly crash if you're playing some heavy metal, or hi-hat, what's keeping that backbeat is the bass and the snare. Other things we want to be listening for after we've got that down would be things like articulation, the way the drummer's hitting the drums or the cymbals, dynamics, how loud or how soft are they hitting the cymbals or the drums. We can listen for things like what type of sticks are they using, brushes, normal sticks, thicker sticks, lightning rods, who knows? Perhaps a breadstick? Another thing you want to be listening for would be important patterns or motifs or nuances in the music that make the music what it is. Those hits, those powerful moments where you're crashing down on the one, or it could be offbeats. Whatever it is, you want to make sure you get those moments and capture them correctly. And if you have extra time to listen to it more, I suggest you listen to the other instruments. Now, sometimes this rule may be different, so don't apply it as a rule, but apply it as a tool that you can use to help you out when figuring out what to lock in with. But most of the times, us drummers are locked in with that bass guitar. And now the connection between the drummer and the bassist usually stems within our bass drum. Our hits are usually lined up or syncopated in just the right way to make that music bounce and have its dance. Because we get the booties bumping. A good example of this would be Take the Power Back by Rage Against the Machine. Check it. As you can see in here, the bass drum lines up perfectly with the rest of the band. This adds that punch and that aggression that Rage Against the Machine tries to get in their music, and it's perfect. If you want to play a killer song like Take the Power Back by Rage Against the Machine, you should check out my website. I do private lessons and the first one's free. You can find the link in the description down below. After taking this step, I would highly advise for a drummer to listen to the melody. If you are unable to sing the melody over your playing, then you don't know the song. Now, why do I say this? Well, it's because the melody is the meat and the potatoes of the song. It's the main thing that people listen to initially. When you first go to listen to a song, you usually listen to that main lead singer or that lead guitar part. That's the first thing your ears tap into, and that's the thing that makes a song catchy and what it is. Now, you can use this to help you become a more melodical drummer, which is what all drummers should be striving for. Although we are a rhythm instrument, we can still have melodical playing. We can complement the vocalist and the guitarists, adding ghost notes and hits and accents, embellishments. All these things can heighten your drum groove and your creativity tenfold. Now you can move on to the next step of ear training, and that's playing along with the track. Try matching those articulations. Try playing the groove that the drummer's laying down. Just get the feel of the song down. And once you've done this, you're set. Apply this method to every song that you learn, and you'll be good. Of course, ear training can be helpful, but sometimes some rhythms can just be so hard to listen or feel for. And sometimes looking at something like a tab or sheet music might help you more. Everyone learns differently, but those things are always more tools that you can use to help you learn music faster. Alrighty, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And check out my last video in the link in the description down below. But until next time, stay groovy.